Hi, and welcome to my daily devotional for Monday, the 6th of March. And our reading is Galatians chapter 3 and verses 16 to 18. However, the promises were spoken to Abraham and to his descendants. It does not say to the seeds, referring to many, but it refers to one seed of you, who is Christ. I tell you this, that the covenant, after God had established it for 430 years, is not abolished by the law and so cancels the promise. For if the inheritance comes through the law, it is no longer by a promise, but God has given the promise through Abraham. In verse 16, Paul opens up the understanding that the promise of God is given to Abraham and also to his seed. He stresses the use of the word seed, that is offspring, as being in the singular, one seed, instead of being in the plural, many seeds. Now, the reason for this is to demonstrate that the promises of God were to Abraham and one of his offspring, seed. In saying this, Paul is emphasizing that the one seed is the Messiah, the Christ. We have already seen how the making of a will is an illustration of the inheritance that comes to us through Jesus, and it is helpful for us to use the same illustration. Any inheritance is a gift given by the person making the will. It is not a gift that is earned by the inheritor. There may be certain conditions that the inheritor may have to meet, but they receive the inheritance or their inheritance as a gift. The blessing that God gave to Abraham were given by the gracious favor of God. All the blessings that we have are given to us by our loving, gracious Heavenly Father. Paul moved on to say that Jesus is the heir of Abraham and the promise of God, and it is through Jesus that the promise of grace is brought to us. We learn that the promises of God predate the law of Moses, which comes 430 years later. We also learn that the promises of God are received through faith in Jesus. Have a blessed day.